Thank you guys for tuning in. As you guys all know, we're hosting this video so we can announce this year's 2020 BARB League All-Star selections, which will be followed later on this week by the actual game that will be recorded. And so we'll keep this short. We'll keep it as exciting as possible. Our commissioner's corner out here, Anthony King, representing, and he's actually going to go through the selections by sharing the screen and leave you guys, to be odd, pissed off, excited. Just please don't write, 2,000-word emails when you respond. Just a short reply will do. All right, Anthony, on to you, bro.
All right. No one would have
There's imaginations out there, and there's other things that are big black and not.
All right, so we've got the Cactus League is going to be first up. For the All-Star starter for catcher in the Cactus League, each candidate got at least a vote, but the winner of the voting process is Tyler Stevenson. He won 4 out. He got the most votes, so he got the most votes of the 3 catchers. And then for first base, the winner with all but 1 vote is Dominic Smith.
Oh, winner win chicken dinner.
At second base, with again all but 1 vote, is Jose Altuve. At shortstop, this was a 2-man race. I'm sure you could probably guess who the 2 players were. But in the end of Fernando Tatis Jr. taking home the starting nod. Also getting the starting nod, his real life teammate and much more douchey person, Manny Machado.
You know you love him.
I fucking hate Manny Machado. So the outfield was the closest race. It was a 4-horse race. I'm going to get this out of the way pretty quick. It was between these 4 guys here: Gurriel, Acuna, Mookie Betts, and Bryce Harper. This was decided by 1 vote. The 2 people who got the most votes out of the 4 were Acuna and Betts, so their spots, that they have solidified their spots. And the last starting outfielder for the Cactus division is Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
A little bit of placata in there.
Starting DH, this was a pretty overwhelming vote as well. It's going to be Nelson Cruz from California. And okay, so this is where the madness is. As you'd probably guess, there's more than the amount of pitchers that I originally listed here, and that's because I accidentally listed Maeda and Grom over in the other division, and their teammate Darvish in this division. So that's completely my fault. So the other division is going to have like 6 pitchers to choose from, but it's fine. We've got 4 starters from there too. So
call it something. One of those. It was, what was you saying? I was tired and you were late or something.
Oh yeah, man. It's tired and I'm late. So but yeah, so we've got 4 starters from here. For those of you that voted for DeGrom and Maeda in the other division, we kept their votes and swung them over this way. So unfortunately, there's a couple of people who got a significant amount of votes on this side that are going to be left off just because more people voted for the other guys on the other side. So the first person going to, or probably actually the starter of the All-Star game, is going to be, with the most total votes, Sean Manea from Yuma. Following him is Kenta Maeda from Brownsville. Then after him is Ian Anderson.
The invincible Ian Anderson.
Ian Anderson from the Wallaces. And the last but not least is Jacob DeGrom from Brownsville as well. So the rest of these guys, unfortunately, are going to have to wait till hopefully next year. Zach Wheeler was the next closest person, fell 1 vote shy of being in the All-Star game. The relievers have been selected already for the Cactus division. So here is the starting lineup once again. We got catcher Tyler Stevenson from Carolina, Dominic Smith from the Wallaces, Jose Altuve from California, Fernando Tatis from Santee City, Manny Machado from currently Yuma, previously Fresno. The 3 starting outfielders, Lourdes Gurriel from Santee City, Ronald Acuna from Carolina, and Mookie Betts from Yuma. And then we've got Nelson Cruz from California at DH. The pitchers in order, Sean Manea from Yuma, Ian Anderson from the Wallaces, Kenta Maeda, and Jacob DeGrom from Brownsville. And then the relievers, Aroldis Chapman from California, Giovanni Gallegos from the Wallaces, Chad Green from Yuma, and Victor Gonzalez from Santee City. Onto the Grapefruit division. We've got catcher, the 3 candidates. This one was pretty close, but in the end, Sean Murphy from Oakland took the majority of the votes. At first base, this was pretty unanimous. Well, I say pretty unanimous. It was unanimous. Freddie Freeman is the starting first baseman for the Grapefruit division. Second base.
Go Alex on the board.
Yeah, right. Kaufman, yes. Second base, he's going to have a teammate join him. Jake Cronenworth wins the second base starting spot. At shortstop, this was pretty unanimous as well, with the only owner not voting for this player being his own owner, and that you can't vote for your own player. Xander Bogaerts will get the start. Then for third base, another pretty clean vote. Nolan Arenado wins, gets all votes except for 1. The 3 outfielders. This one was pretty close toward the end, with almost every outfielder getting at least 1 vote. In the end, Juan Soto and Trey Mancini were the first 2, with 2 that were pretty close at the end in Charlie Blackmon and Austin Hayes. And despite his small sample size, it will be Austin Hayes representing the Frostbite Falls Flying Squirrels in the starting outfield of the BARB All-Star game. And then Jordan Alvarez, being the only candidate at DH, got most of the votes. However, Trey Turner did receive 3 total votes he got 1 from shortstop and 2 at DH. He was the only other candidate that received consideration for the DH spot, but in the end, Alvarez won out. So for pitchers, obviously, now we've got a smaller amount of pitchers, but there are still some really good names here. In the end, Garrett Cole and Eduardo Rodriguez led the pack in voting, with Garrett Cole getting the start. And the last 2 spots go to 2 Kansans in Brandon Woodruff and Lance Lynn. So sorry, Ron and Dallas Keuchel, you may have thrown the no-hitter, but you're not in the All-Star game. And then the last 4 spots, the relievers, we have Josh Hader from St. Francis, Emilio Pagan from Frostbite Falls, Devin Williams from Oakland, and Hansel Robles from Clovis. And that's gonna do it for the All-Stars. And yeah, that's it for me. So Luis, back to you.
Good deal, man. Well, I see a lot of more pop in the Cactus League team. Um, I like our division's odds on there. And one of the things I'm going to propose to the rest of the managers that are going to be tuning in and checking out the game, since make it a little more interesting for you guys to tune in and watch the results, and also find out if you're not too scared to participate. But since this won't have an impact on home field advantage or any of that, or the league standings, or all of a sudden your guy's going to start, being a Dallas Keuchel type and throw no hitters. I figure if you guys want, next year in the next BARB draft, whichever division loses the All-Star game has to basically serve whatever the hell you guys are all going to be eating, the first plate of food and drink. So if it's hamburgers, you have to prep the hamburgers to the manager's liking, serve it to the table, open the drink for them, pour them the drink, and get them all decked out. Once they're done with their meal, the draft will start, while the other losing managers sit there and watch until they're done eating so they can snack on whatever other junk food we get in there. So if you guys are up for it, let me know. Whether it's pizza, whether it's hot dogs, whether it's steak and potatoes, spaghetti, it doesn't matter. You'll be served. I'll make sure to send out some aprons for those that are going to be serving the winning managers. So let us know in the comments after you watch this video if you're up for it. If you're not too scared, take your league up on there. So other than that, Anthony, just say like in a few days, maybe that simulation will be up and running, and then we'll send another video so you guys can actually see the results and keep your finger crossed between now and then. So Anthony, thank you again. Trying to make this as short as possible. So hopefully you guys are happy with the results. If you're not, I don't know what the hell to tell you. Just keep your fingers crossed so you don't lose and you end up serving the winning division managers. All right, fellas. Till next time, take it easy, and we'll make sure to follow up on the completion of the BARB managers interviews, which Oakland and Mr. California Brush Bunnies. Before you get busy, we'd like to make sure we take care of those. And of course,
we got to get us too as well.
That guy out here on my side, and yours truly here, will have to complete ours also. All right, guys, take it easy. Have a good one.
Later, guys.